Hi, I'm Kathryn Gomes. I'm the author of the series from Apologia, Exploring Creation with Mathematics. And I'm going to give you an overview of the Unit 1 skills practice for Level 2. So the skills practice is a set of skills that you take 5 to 10 minutes each day to practice in addition to the lessons that you're completing in the student book. So it's just something quick, to review, to rehearse it, so that we can really make sure our kids know them and are fluent in those facts. It is all laid out for you in this book, everything I'm going to say. I just wanted to give it to you in a video in case that's more how you like to absorb information. And I have a few extra tips that I threw in to help you out. So if you look on the suggested pacing guide, you will see that the skill that you're supposed to practice each day is listed there. And in addition, at the beginning of each unit, so for instance, at the beginning of Unit 1, there's a description both of the skills. Sometimes I add some information about why we're reviewing that skill if I think that's important, and then how you're going to practice. Lots of different ideas, more than what any one family would do. I just wanted to give you variety so that you can fine tune it to your family. There are 4 skills in Unit 1, but they're pretty narrow. I kept it pretty specific. So the first skill you're going to practice is doubles facts. I love doubles facts. I don't know, they're fun. They just make me happy. You can always use flashcards with pretty much all these skills. Just make sure if you're doing doubles facts that you go through and pull out the doubles ahead of time. I like to do this the night before. You don't want to give your child a huge stack of flashcards. Not only is that going to frustrate them, it's actually not very effective because it's too much. They have to have something that they can do, and then they're going to build on it, as you'll see in a little bit. Okay? You also can do something with dominoes. These are all the double dominoes that I pulled out. I love these. Don't they just make you happy because they look so symmetrical? So this is just like a way of changing it up. In the book, they make a suggestion that you write down the sums on a piece of paper and you have your child place the domino in the correct spot. Another thing you can do that I think is fun is put all the double dominoes in front of them and say, okay, which one makes 12? Which one makes 0? And then they can grab the domino. This is actually easier than the flashcard because they can count up the dots if they need to. So this is a good one if they're still kind of struggling. So those are your doubles. And then one other thing you can do, that we do this on a busy day, is you can just ask your child to rehearse the facts for you. What's 3 plus 3? What's 5 plus 5? What's 6 plus 6? That actually is higher level thinking. They don't have anything in front of them. So if you ever do that kind of verbal rehearsal, they would have to be pretty fluent in the facts to be able to answer you. From there, we're going to build on to the doubles with doubles plus 1 or doubles minus 1. So that means like 6 plus 7. The reason this is the next group is because if you know 6 plus 6 is 12, then you can use that to get 6 plus 7. So that's what we're doing. Next, there's a couple different ways that you can practice. Of course, the flashcards, except now instead of grabbing the doubles, just add in the doubles plus 1, the doubles minus 1, and so now you have a bigger set of flashcards. There's also a game that's in lesson 24 of the book. I'm going to show you the game board. It's doubles plus or minus 1. This is what the game board looks like, and it's explained in detail in lesson 24. You would just be playing at a game. Again, you take a die, you roll it, you double it, and you can either add one or take one away, and the goal is to cross out the sums on your side. All right, so that's a really fun way to play. Your third skill is all the addition and subtraction facts within 10. So we're going to be working with all the facts within 20, but these easier ones, these smaller ones that really we probably know from first grade, we're going to review now to get them sharp and to be ready. So you guessed it, flashcards, of course. For subtraction, a popular game at our house is Toppling Towers of 10. It's a game that's fun to say and fun to play. Each player makes a tower that's 10 high, and when it's your turn, you roll a die, and you get to subtract that many from somebody else's, okay? And when you do it, you have to say the fact. 10 take away 7 equals 3, all right? You keep playing until people are eliminated and only one tower is still standing. That one's a ton of fun. Another thing you can do to just spice up the flashcards is you can write the answers on paper and have them run around the room and lay the flashcards in the correct spot. That's a fun one, and the prep is like almost 0. So we like that one as well at our house. Finally, for skill 4, we're gonna review even and odd. It's taught in the lessons, but a lot of kids need a little more reinforcement. Don't overthink this, okay? One of the best ways you can do this is get like some beans or something and just put an amount, probably between 1 and 20. I would probably do a teen number at this level. Put it in front of your child and ask them, is this even or is this odd? So this is gonna be pretty concrete. Most of them are gonna make pairs, right, to answer you. Then from there, you can go abstract. Give them some numbered cards like Uno, or you might want to use note cards to write out your own numbers so that you can go up to 20, go a little higher, and just say, hey, sort them. So, 2 minutes before their lesson, okay, this is odd, this is even, and they're going to start to notice the patterns. That's a great way to reinforce it. Finally, there are some great books, like picture books, like Even Steven, Odd Todd, that type of thing, that are like math picture books you can get out of the library. All right, so the one other like sort of sneaky tip I want to give you that's not in the book is if you used level 1 of Exploring Creation with Mathematics, you already did this skills practice. This skills practice is a review of first grade mathematics. So you have a bunch of things that you can pull out of your back pocket from level 1. So for instance, Snakes and Ladders is a really fun level 1 game that practices doubles. So I don't have a laminator, so I just keep these in sheet protectors and just, whip that out of last year's binder and play that one. Make that number one way or another is another great one for addition and subtraction. The subtraction board game with the rocket ships. And also, doubles plus or minus 1 is included in level 1. So you could pull out, like, especially if your child has a favorite, you could do that. The other thing I was going to suggest to you is if you wanted to do some warm-up over the summer, obviously that really depends on your family and your family culture. Some games from level 1 are a great way to kind of get the gears moving. That's what we like to do in August, is like Homeschool Light, and we play some of these games and just get our brain thinking. All right, so hopefully that helps you with the level 1 skills practice, the unit 1 skills practice for level 2 of Exploring Creation with Mathematics.